All right. Hello. I am definitely late today. Definitely a little late today. My apologies. But better late than never. Uh, I'll be honest, I am like dead inside right now. Like this surgery just cannot come soon enough. Oh boy. So, yeah, I just slept like complete crap last night. Funny enough, I had somebody this morning, right? I took care of my clients. I came home. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna really try to take a nap before the workout stream. I really need to just get a little bit more sleep, maybe make the workout just a little bit better. And I had somebody that called that, they were saying like, oh, making it seem like they were wanting to schedule an appointment, and then I'm pretty sure it was just a scammer. Like, and what's crazy is they didn't. What's the best? Let's see here. They did not call me back until like I had finally like just about to like fall asleep. I was going into the sleep realm when they called me and woke me up. So they ruined the one real opportunity to take a nap and actually get a little bit of rest before the workout. A little upset right now. A little match. But whatever. Here we are. Just a, let's see. Oh, it's under a week now. Less than a week left of this bull crap. Less than which is. But yeah, I mean that being said, I'm zonked today. I'll be honest. Today is not really a day that, in the grand scheme of things, was one that I had something in mind that I needed to check off. We hit Monday. We hit Monday really hard. We even exceeded expectations. So honestly, today I'm just gonna get moving. I'm not gonna really try to force anything, and then I'm hopefully just gonna feel nice and primed for Saturday session, because I do still have goals for Saturday session that I would like to see happen. So that's going to be, I guess the expectation and the goal for today's session. It's not going to be a knock out of the park today. I'm actually going to listen to my body a bit and not be a total, knucklehead here. Because, yeah. I don't know, man. I am feeling rough today. And I was so close to actually being able to take a nap. So we'll tuck in the shirt and get to business best I can. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. That being said, it's really gonna be a pretty chill work, pretty chill stream. Hope to get some people to pop in, keep me nice and chatted up, because I'm like, my brain is just mush. I just straight fog. Yeah. Outside of whatever I can come up with, I guess there's some cool stuff, I saw on Aeon 2 Global, they made a video. I have not sat down to watch the video, but I think it just kind of details some questions and concerns about the Aeon 2 launch. The global version. Apparently there's lots. The battle pass was the big one, right? There were like all these passes, and by the time you got done buying all of them, it was some outrageous amount of money every month. Apparently it's only $15. Which is like basically a sub, so it's a free-to-play game. If they want to have a pass that's essentially the same price as a sub, you know what? I personally don't have any issues with that. Definitely have to check that out. I'll probably watch that after the workout stream. Make sure we are up to date. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good news, actually. We'll see what else, what other changes are in store. Yo, what's up, P?
Can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
How goes it? Woke up to news that Xbox is jacking up prices again. Yep. Man. I don't know what this shift is all about. It's starting to feel more and more like gaming is a luxury. $300 price hike is diabolical. Diabolical. Just a boiling frog analogy, right? How far can they push and get away with things? That's crazy? In what world could you buy a console and then later on get more value out of it? You can sell it for more. Like, what? Is that not just insane? To me, that seems kind of crazy. Personally. How's it been? Oh man. It wouldn't be the week before surgery if I just didn't sleep like complete trash and just like literally am counting down the hours until my surgery. I think that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And I tried, I tried taking a nap before the workout stream. I took care of my business. And then, I got home and like I had somebody that called and made it seem like they were like trying to make an appointment. I called them back. Well, yeah, I called them back, right? And then they didn't answer. So I'm like, all right, I'll turn my phone sound on just in case they call. And I'm just so happened that like I actually did indeed fall asleep. And I was like literally crossing over to the realm of sleep when I heard my phone, and I guess it was literally just like a spammer, like a scammer. I don't know. I'm like, what the? Like the one time I was actually gonna successfully take a nap. So then I just kind of laid around, did a few things, and then here we are. You guys know the rest. We're gonna get it in regardless. It's just not gonna be a knock out of the park. But honestly, I really feel better. Just kind of just having some quiet, like some peaceful time. Yeah, I don't feel, I guess, quite as tired as I did earlier. Sometimes just like about shuts the brain off for a little bit. Any tips on how to make oatmeal taste better? I actually don't do oatmeal really that much unless it's instant oatmeal. But I think you can find some pretty good like overnight oats recipes. I know a lot of people like doing overnight oats. That would be what I would lean toward. Yeah, mostly just instant oatmeal, which generally has a bunch of sugar. I really only do oatmeal when I'm trying to bulk and I just like need some quick and easy calories, no matter if they are, necessarily good for you calories or empty calories. Try putting some peanut butter. Yeah, I mean, you got fruits is always an option, of course. Just a dash of like some cinnamon could work too. But yeah, it's a pretty good question. What else is a common, I guess, addition to oatmeal? Fruits. I mean, you could do like a few like chocolate chips too. Nothing wrong with a little chocolate chips. Yeah, just like a few chocolate chips. I mean, I guess it really depends, right? Some people might not be eating oatmeal because they're like trying to I guess, be in a calorie deficit. So you don't care about the calories, and you definitely put some, however many chocolate chips you want in there. But I'll have to think on that. Mid bench press, I'm going to be thinking about what I could put in some oatmeal. Do you usually do like an overnight oats, or? Because I would say, especially if you're having it for breakfast, maybe consider trying something out like that. Yeah. So I think what it is, I have not tried it. I just know it's kind of a popular thing. You would kind of put it almost in like a jar of some sort, and well, let me. Yeah, just kind of like a jar, right? And then you're just soaking the oats in milk, like overnight. So then, by the time you are up in the morning, and it's sort of like just like a creamy, it's from what it sounds like, pudding-like texture that you can then eat cold, or if you would want to warm it up after that. So as long as you're not like lactose intolerant or allergic to milk, it would be a good option, of course, I guess. There's always that. And then put in whatever else you would want in there, I would assume. What's up, Zero? I am here. kind of. Feeling rough for sure. Definitely on the rough side today. We are going at a snail's pace. Yeah, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I didn't have a real like set goal going into today. It was about Monday session and then about and Saturday session, right? And I just slept like complete crap last night, so I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get moving. We'll try to load up, you know, but I'm not really gonna force anything today. I'd rather just feel good for Saturday session. So we're just hanging out. Doing a little bit of working out. Yeah, no, ah, man. Just been rough for sure. I feel bad because I'm like, man, I haven't even really streamed any Metaphor or Fantasio this week. So, but like I said, it's only fitting that, like, legit the week before the surgery is, like, just a rough one, right? It's like, man, it can't come soon enough, so. We're here, we're getting the workout streams in, you know, so. There's that. Taking it one step at a time. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, the game it's fairly challenging, and honestly, it's just very frustrating. So maybe it's best that I'm trying to get going on the game, not on stream. Also, mainly just because I'm not in a rush, but I'd like to get it done in a reasonable time, because obviously there's a lot of really good stuff coming up mid July. All right, so like let's see here, week 4, 287, 310. I could be okay. We'll go 287 to see how I feel from it. Alright, 287 loaded up then. Let me double check. Oh, we did get a peck pop come in 3 minutes ago from 0 that we're catching up on. Yeah, it always feels bad when today's just one of those days I'm like, oh yeah, like we're gonna try to lay down and take a nap, and then I don't end up falling asleep, and then I just like lay there, and then I feel like I just like wasted time. But yeah, to be fair, I was actually really close to actually zonking out, but I had a phone call that went off. I'm not gonna explain that whole thing again, but that was just quite frustrating. Cause I was like, man, it's like my last week. Like, if I can, I'd like to get a nice, maybe a little snooze in to feel good for the workout. Didn't work out, but yeah, I guess at the end of the day, today's not like a big deal, anyways. Just gonna hopefully feel good for Saturdays. I think I will do a 302. We'll do a 302 and be probably pretty okay with that today. To be fair, just a little bit short of, I guess last time we ran this block, which I was trying to match or really go a little bit above whatever I did the last time. So if we're just taking really just a slight hit in the weight, that's okay. Week's been rough. And we had a very big session Monday, of course. And then another one that I'd like to have on Saturday. We'll see how that shakes up. Saturday's workout will be a fun one, guys. It will be a 315, as many reps as possible. Really just like celebration for the 315 follower goal. So there's your fun. I guess that's the best thing this meathead could come up with. I'm like, oh, 315, that's a pivotal workout number. The big 315 bench press. And while we are at it, we'll start to update things. Like I said, today is just a very chill day. I'm here just chatting with you guys more than anything. I'll be honest. Modified, pull up. Today's weighted push up. I guess we'll probably do it. And then table tricep extension. Then we will also have some back off, which let's see. Oh, not bad here. It'll be, well, we'll probably just do 245 to make it easier to load. 3 sets of 5. 45. Alright. Now we are nice and updated. Just a smidge. Alright, fam. Cryo75. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Much appreciated. Caught me a little bit on my off day, I'll be honest. I'm dragging a bit. I'm chatting a lot more than I'm working out. Today is one of those days. But we got locked in now. I'll take that. I will take that. Just getting moving a little bit today. Oh, 2 for 3. Something slight. Alright, so 245, I really just got this jazz. And I had quite the, this week was a interesting one. I had somebody that came in to see me with a pec tear. That thing looked gnarly. Oh, I just accidentally. Oops. No, redo. I am just being a bozo today. There we go. If anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, drop them in the chat as always. I am running on E today. We got big surgery next week that I'm hoping will make a difference on some sleep and recovery. That being said, I mean, even if it's only a little bit or yada yada, I think it'd still be worth it because I find myself with maybe like a little bit of some breathing. So we'll see. And I think some anxiousness that obviously comes with like not really feeling like you can really catch your breath, so. Hot mess today. Been a hot mess, I guess. that being said, the bench press has been thriving. You know what you need? What do I need? What do I need? Also, by the way, I saw your... Well, first off, you sent a message in the Discord, and then I said something back, and then it took you a few hours to reply back. I just now saw that. Like, I think today. And I'm like, bro, I don't even have Overwatch installed anymore. I deleted that so fast. That would hit. I don't know. It's like me and my buddies only played it a few times, and then like I think I just already had to make room for something else. I need a new hard drive, like a bigger hard drive. All these like, there's just too much stuff. Oh, my wrist wrap. Just fell apart. I was gonna make a joke like, looks like my life isn't the only thing falling apart. Too soon? Bowser, hello! Man, it's been a minute since we got the Bowser emotes. Yeah, you know, it's like... At this point, it's like, is that funny? We're going through it today. I don't... I need to hug my pillow, is what I need. Yeah, I definitely took my pre-workout, but a lot of the times that's just like not even necessarily doing it. But yeah, I'd say we're still having a pretty fair session. Definitely better than what I anticipated. No, I am not okay on. I am not okay, but that's okay though. We're almost there. Stay up to make a highlight for someone's VOD. Ooh, nice. Now, I can't remember. I swear maybe there's some other people in the chat that like probably also watch others. Are you a mod for like other streamers? Lance Loden. Welcome in. I hurt my shoulder. What is it? Not to laugh like that you did hurt your shoulder, but more so it's like it's always interesting when people like I guess give the very, very bare minimum. Be like, I hurt my shoulder. What is it? And it's like, well, I don't know. You gotta like give me some more information. It's almost like I can't tell if you're joking, if it's a meme, because it's like, you'd have to give me so much more information. Only a couple, mostly for 2 channels, depending which each streamer I'm on for stream. Nice. Are they fitness and health as well? You are okay, so yeah, like some people would probably kind of get that, you know. But then I don't want to feel like I don't want to come off as like I'm being rude. But yeah. It's just crazy like the things that I hear, and then they like expect an answer with very little information given. Sorry to hear that you did injure your shoulder though. You'll have to keep me posted on how that is, or you know, all that stuff. I'm always glad to hear people come in and, you know, give their comeback stories, or give me an update on how things are going. Yes, in some degree. Okay, so they do like fitness and health, but like other stuff too. I guess kind of like how I do. And came off with. All right, good deal, good deal. Cause I mean, I know how it is. Like when you hurt yourself, you injure yourself. It's like a very low period for, especially if you're like an active gym goer, you're really dedicated. It feels like a real blow, and it's a very vulnerable time. But yeah, pretty much like gotcha. Been able to work out my upper body for real like 3 months, so basically just running and cycling now. Oh man, 3 months, huh? Sounds like Did you see anybody for it? You know, at some point, you know, of course, depending on the injury, we have to get back to reintroducing things, you know, methodically and slowly over time, right? I think a lot of people think like rest, and once the pain goes away, everything's better. But now, because we haven't been working out or anything like that, our capacity is actually lower to like to really do anything, right? Whether it's lifting or working, depending on if your work involves your shoulder. Yeah, that capacity goes down because we're not really using it. And now it might even be easier to flare up once you get back into the swing of it. I've been to the doctor, pretty much know what it is. It may or may not get better. What is it, if you don't mind me asking? Healthcare is a very, very interesting space. I don't know. There is a lot of what's the best way to put it? There's a lot of like fragile mindset, you know, and it starts with the providers, but really, you know, the body is like very resilient, very, you know, adaptable, but we just have to get that right amount. And maybe there's specific things that we need to address, I guess, from like a biomechanics standpoint and all that stuff. But shoulder bursitis, okay. So bursitis, I mean, I would say that's something that you should be able to come back from for sure. If you have a nice sound rehab professional of, whether it's physical therapist, I would like to say chiropractor as well. There are going to be some chiropractors that will be really good about rehab and exercise prescription, but it'd be a lot more common to get that from a physical therapist than, probably a chiropractor, but that can also be, I guess, some physical therapists that kind of give you some banded work and expect that this very easy banded work will somehow stress your muscles and joints as much as like what you're trying to do when you're lifting, Sometimes there's a bit of a disconnect, right? It's like they're treating you as if you're general population, but you are somebody who is trying to get back to like lifting weights. Very two different demands, right? You received nothing like that. You got an injection. I gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I think that is just really beneficial alongside, some quality physical therapy, Only rest is, hardly the answer. Unless it's, like you tore your full thickness tear of the rotator cuff. Something like that. Okay, yeah, you're gonna need some rest. Let that thing heal up and recover a bit. But things like, bursitis, what other, I guess, imaging findings could be quite similar? I would even say, like, to a certain degree, like some shoulder osteoarthritis. Unless it's, very severe. Imaging is a very still picture of the overall grand scheme of things. Bursitis is actually a very common thing, and probably even more, especially in people that are like working out. So I think it's about kind of having that person that really focuses, I guess, on active population and yeah, you've gotten the imaging. It's a pretty, I would say, pretty common finding. From here, it's like, all right, I want to go to somebody who can maybe like assess me, my capacity to do different things, ranges of motion, strength in various positions, maybe even able to sit down and like really hash out like, these are the positions that are irritable right now. These are the exercises that are irritable. Maybe see if there's any adjustments from like a form standpoint that can make some things feel better. Yeah, unfortunately, imaging doesn't really give us, it gives us a black and white picture. It does not give us a full picture, with a lot of other details. My rest haven't really helped me so far. The pain is the same amount as when it started, yeah. And I would say that's kind of the unfortunate little like rabbit hole. And you know, even sometimes the block or the rest kind of helps us initially, but then we're not really understanding that when we're really working out, we built up this capacity to be able to like do work, lift weights, and then recover in an adequate time. But now that we've not done anything, that capacity is lower. So even if like your pain was like completely gone away, it'd be very easy to flare it back up because people get headstrong. They're like, oh, my pain's gone away. I'm really excited. So then they really push a workout that exceeds this even like lower capacity, and now their pain is like flared up again. So but you know, that's just kind of like from a very theoretical standpoint of just chatting about things in a very general sense. I'd for sure, you know, consider like, hey, maybe there's something more to this. Maybe I either need to seek out help or start to implement some things in by myself. I would say that you have to treat it as a little bit of a science experiment too, right? If you throw in like 5 to 10 exercises and then after the fact it flares something up, well, guess what? You added in 5 to 10 variables. You don't know which one flared it up or which one didn't. So it's about like making small or adding in small changes so that it's like very predictable, right? So something to keep in mind, right? I think I did all 3 back offset. I'm kind of in that mood where I'm like tired and that like I'm just yapping like crazy. Sometimes I get in those weird moods where even though I'm tired, I will just rattle off like crazy. I'm trying to make sure it's concise, but I know I'm also like running on empty, so. But no, good to hear that it's maybe, I guess, kind of giving you some thoughts. Trust me, I am very far away from the workout, dude. Today I'm quite sleepy, and I have my big session on Monday, and I have another session with some goals in mind on Saturday. So really, since I'm trying to listen to my body better. I'm like, all right, I am quite tired, so let's just get moving, not have a ton of like really forcing anything. And honestly, today is a little bit more of actually trying to chat and hang out. But yeah, most of the time even though I'm like fitness and health streaming, I'm not like one of those people that will do a fitness and health for like 3.5 hours and just like talk a ton. Like most of the time I am in and I'm trying to get work done. I'm trying to really push the envelope because that's like what I would expect out of, I guess, like the viewers, right? That's what I'm trying to instill. But today is one of those days, right? Feeling rough, but honestly better than what I thought it was gonna feel like. But yeah, you're not distracting at all. All right, let's see. So we got the bench portion done. Now we have to do some pull-ups. Well, maybe I do weighted push-up first. Yeah, we will. Probably gonna do the blue instead of red. So a little bit lighter. But yeah, definitely keep me posted on, I guess, your endeavors, right? What happens from here? Definitely will be glad to hear. All right. Well, this is gonna be a bad view, actually. Let me fix things up here. And check out how we're looking. That's pretty good. That's much better. And since I did try to freaking take a nap and it just didn't work out, I feel like I wasted that time, and now I'm like just trying to get caught up on everything. This random stuff. Yeah, man, 354 for 3 on Monday, though. That was awesome. I was actually only anticipating 2. We killed it. Oh. That's honestly what it's all about too. Like that's kind of why I got started with the fitness and health stream, was to, I guess, try to promote really high quality evidence and recommendations about fitness, health, rehab, pain, injury related topics. Because there's a lot of like nonsense out there. So, yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. I appreciate you, I guess, kind of filling me in. Pretty good talking points. I don't know, with social media nowadays, right? It's like, especially in the healthcare and like rehab world, it's like very polarizing, right? And you almost have to take a stance on like the very polar opposite ends because it's provocative and that's what gets views and like comments and clicks. And I just hate that because it just lacks like so much context that it's like, well, what social media could I actually just be out there and maybe take into consideration a lot of things, you know, like context and the individual person. And it's like, well, live streaming, right? Give my best advice right there on the spot. Able to actually ask questions that might change the answer. Alright, there's set number 2. We're making our way through it. Alright, let's crank out this last set. Also, I should really... well, I guess I have what would I call it? I guess I have the Discord panel, if I'm not mistaken. I updated that with the actual link. We need to get some more people in there. Okay, so now pull-ups. Today is actually the day that I do dumbbell preacher curls too. I think that's what I forgot in the workout log. So we got pull up, table, tricep extension, and then preacher curl. Probably raise this up just a smidge again. And then this is pretty much, it's like a crisscross applesauce, a modified pull-up, since I can't get the bar up quite high enough to like stand and, you know, get it way overhead. So we'll do that. Thursday. Crazy. Tomorrow is Friday already. That is very crazy to me. Big Friday tomorrow. Actually, a little bit of a lighter day tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm hoping to get some rest tonight. Because then once I get done with my, responsibilities tomorrow, we'll probably try to get a game stream in. That's the hope. Play some more Metaphor. It's been light on the streams this week outside of course, the workout streams that are always very consistent. I actually need a shave too. I was like in the bathroom, like, oh my gosh. Man, I swear I just shaved a few days ago. All right. For my gamers out there, I don't know, it's looking kind of nice. Aeon 2, I guess there was some news today. Not just my gamers, but my MMO enjoyers, I guess. That whole battle pass thing that was super expensive in the other region. Apparently only 15 for us on global, which is huge. I mean, it's just the price of a sub. RuneScape sub might even be higher than that, or right at that nowadays. So it's like, it's a free-to-play game. I'm not going to be too upset about a $15 battle pass that might give you some goodies. And the 2026. At this point, it's like pick your battles. If we wanted to battle that, we should have did that years ago. All right, one more pull-up set, and then we get to do some arms. I am like blah, 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 today. My brain. Yo, Zero, are you there still? I was asking you about the other people, right? Like the one that you mod for, but I actually never even caught who it was. I don't frequent the fitness and health a lot, but I mean, of course, I'd love to like give people follows or check people out. help out the fellow fitness and health peeps. All right, that's it. All right. Yeah, today's just like that last rep was piss poor, let's be honest. And I will do we'll go 20. We're gonna do the preacher curl first. Move this over. Just like so. I'll have to ask him about that at some point. All right, what do we have? I'll have to check that on my other thing probably. Eleven and 12. Not too shabby. Man, next week is gonna be weird. Like I said, in my 10 plus years of working out, never have I just straight up skipped a full week of workout. I'm probably gonna try to do like some things, but nothing too crazy, right? Like I'm still gonna honor, what it is that they said. Like, I think the restriction for a week is like, don't lift anything over 10 pounds. So you bet I'm probably gonna do something with like 5 to 10 pounds. Not gonna just be a straight up bum. The good thing is like, I guess it's like not until Wednesday, the surgery, right? So I'll still be able to do the Monday bench session and stream as usual, but yeah, I don't know. We're definitely gonna have to do like some, I guess some game streams next week to make up for it. I hear, what did you say? Oh yeah, so like I was asking about, I guess the people that you mod for, but I never actually asked who they were. If there's somebody that I can, follow to show some love or whatever what have you. Yeah, I was just curious who it was. If you don't mind me asking, of course. Send you their channel. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Probably on Discord, right? I don't know if I have anything that just automatically, like, I guess bans or, you know, times people out for, like, typing in URLs. I can't remember how I have it set, so yeah, just to I guess play it safe. I don't know what my settings are. I don't get I guess a ton of people trying to do that. Do they do their streams usually at like different times than I do? I swear, there's a couple people that like I've had really good interactions with in the fitness and health, but we all stream at like pretty much roughly the same time. It feels kind of bad. Smack myself with the dumbbell. Looking juicy. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right, very good, very good. Off, music, sound alerts, good. Send the channel later, perfect. Is that the right? It's okay. I probably have that over there. Tell me if you guys hear this, but I think you shouldn't. It should be nothing out of the ordinary. We're gonna see. Some of them haven't been streaming lots during weekdays. Oh, okay. More weekenders. I feel that, man. In terms of the obviously like the game streams, it always just feels infinitely just easier for me to get that in during the weekend. But I don't know. I feel like some people might like lose interest if you're not active like almost at least every other day. Unfortunately, I just haven't been able to do that. But I'd like to get to that for sure. We've been going for an hour and 22, so honestly, you just right around the huge. Alright, I'm gonna grab this. Oh wait, I didn't need this. Perfect. And we'll just move this out of the way, I guess. I suppose. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. Yesterday, it was like, I can't remember. I was trying to get like a late night snack or something, and I saw like something about this, like long, probably. It's kind of like scurry, like right on my like peripheral vision. Like, what was that? Turns out it was like a centipede. I'm like, we need a spray around here. It's like a very, like, I guess, one-off scenario. It's not like it's the usual, but I was definitely like, ooh. Gross. Alright, let's see. Let's finish strong. Out here feeling like aspen gold or something. The old aspen gold. DSA, let me. Sockenbach, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Much appreciated. If you ever have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Glad to have you. How was my pronunciation there? Yo, sometimes I hear streamers and they try to pronounce people's names. I'm like, how in the hell did you come up with that? Did you receive English education above like the 7th grade level? Like sometimes when like it's diabolical, like 7th grade level would like kind of be generous on some of these. They're about to flame me and tell me that I'm completely wrong. then who looks like a total bozo. Oh boy, guys. We got one more set. One more set. Oh, we got some... Oh, it swapped to the Final Fantasy VII lo-fi. Yeah, let's see if this gets flagged. I'd be interested. Because this could hit too. Why did it go like mid-playlist though? It says it's like 49 minutes in. I'm like, wow, that doesn't make sense. Yo, what's up, Mike? Hello, hello, happy Thursday. I think for most of us, Thursday afternoon or maybe Thursday evening for some peeps. Oh man, we're making it, right? I'm not just gonna have a therapy session with the stream, but yeah, we're tired today for sure. Looking forward to next week getting that surgery done. Just like that last stretch, you know. Of course, that last stretch would just be really challenging. How about you? How are you doing today? Alright, we are all done with the workout, baby. And like I said, it went better than anticipated. Pop. Redeem. Yep. Went pretty good. All things considered. Now we just gotta feel really good for Saturday. Saturday was a lot more important in my eyes than today. So today was a bit more just getting moving. Doing what I can, not really forcing anything. Saturday will be our next big day that, you know, I kind of have some specifics that I would want to cross off. Rockstar workout stream too. 2 follows for today. Let's go, baby. Alright, anywho, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out for a few minutes. I think I'm pretty well cleaned up, so if anybody has any, you know, burning last thoughts, drop them in the chat. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna totally crash and be a potato after stream. So there's that. But yeah, who knows? I guess we'll see. Yep. We're almost there. This weekend for sure will be some good gaming. Look good? Oh shit, man. Appreciate that. Oh shucks. Need to go out and get some sun though, man. My lighting, it just washes me out so much. You only look good when you turn it. I mean, I guess, you know, I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. Yo, big news. Aeon 2 is looking kind of nice. And then, yeah, that Embers of Uncrowned demo was, I think, pretty fun too. So, dang. Might actually have some MMOs coming up that are worth a dang. I am excited about that. It's going to flop. Nope, not this time. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Those days are long gone. This is the year of MMO thriving. All right, let's see. Go trying to get all sorts of. All right, there we go. Children do not yearn for MMOs. I mean, yeah, that's kind of true. I think, like, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe that kind of like demographic or age group, they probably liked MMOs initially when they launched, right? That's why peaks are always so high. But like they don't like feeling bound, or like they were not conditioned to, like, you know, that daily login kind of loop, right? So they just like they'll just stop playing. It's just like different, you know? Like they want to pop in and play when they want to pop in and play. Whereas, like, I don't know, MMOs have just always historically just been kind of ones that took up a lot of time. Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? They want to be able to play up their things, you know? But, hey, what do I know? But yeah, I mean, I'm genuinely a lot more excited for Aeon 2. I was very skeptical about it, you know. I didn't think that it was probably going to be any more fun than like a month or two, but it seems like maybe they're making a good amount of monetization changes, and so like maybe more people are apt to like try it out and see what happens. So regardless, like bare minimum, I think it'll be fun for a few months. We'll see. But man, those monetization changes are huge. And they've been kind of cooking. So we'll see. And you know, like I said, that's like what I would have expected too, right? Like certainly before the changes, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be fun for like a few months. So, but that being said, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. At the end of the day, games are about, you know, passing time and, you know, I guess having some guilty pleasure fun. And it's like, if that's what I get out of it, great. I think it's when people get hung up on the fact that, oh, I spent so much time on this game that ended up dying. Well, it's like, if at any point you felt like you were forced to like log in and play when you just didn't want to play and like, you know, log in because you thought it would be a fun way to pass your time, then like, yeah. But no, I think it'll be fun for a few months for sure. Do I hope that it has like a longer lifespan and it's fun for longer? Sure, but I think if you've played MMOs enough, like at this point, the expectation is like bare minimum. So I guess we'll see. I mean, nothing can't be more disappointing than people buying like a $500 alpha and then getting the rug pulled from underneath them, right? We need more months. Man, I'm saying though, like if it hits, then like definitely gonna be gig and grinding. It'll be a lot more of game stream. A lot less of like a bunch of different stuff, and like we'll be honed in on Aeon too. If it hits, it's gonna really hit. Just want a game where I can okay, I'm not gonna say that out loud. But I mean like, yeah, a few hours. Amen. Alright, you heard it here, folks. Alright, guys. Well, I mean, I've been done with the workout for a little while. Just been kind of shooting the crap and hanging out. Yeah, if anybody has any last minute stuff, feel free to drop it in the chat. Workout stream is a little bit later today. Well, not a little bit. It was definitely later than usual. Yeah, kind of rough day. A little bit of rough week. Definitely will try to pick up on some gaming this weekend. So let's see, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I'll have a morning. I actually have a morning client, and I'll come home and do the workout. We'll have some fun. 3:15 AMRAP to celebrate the 315 follower goal, and then yeah, we'll probably do some game streaming after the workout stream, at the bare minimum. So that's what you can for sure at least expect. But yeah, otherwise, guys, thanks for popping in, hanging out for another workout stream. Super duper appreciate the chatting and the support and the follows. We had 2 follows for today, so very exciting workout stream. Despite really kind of just feeling like crap today, but we're kind of just a little bit more chattier instead of locked in on the workout, which I don't know, might have helped. So yeah, as always, thanks for popping in and hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your Thursdays. I'll for sure see you guys for Saturday workout and maybe one in between then. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace.